budget, one that are written maybe from service board. Now, what do you think will happen? And what hope, what will you tell the children of Baringo, the workers of Baringo, that are waiting every day and making calls? When are they going to be, if it will not be spent? Lastly, what efforts have you made to the County Public Service Board so that they expedite the documents required for this delay of payments? Thank you, Chair.
Chair, this House has an oversight role over all of us in executive. We've done our part. We would pray that you also, we implore you to also play your part, so that at least the people who have served us, even if we have a problem with the issue of casuals and contract staff, the people who have served Baringo County, and we have forgers already in place for payment, and we have a budget. Let's have a concurrence from the service board. We pay, and we could even stop the rest until we formalize, we sort out other outstanding issues. That, to me, is my recommendation.
Who takes responsibility? Who shall we? What will we tell the workers, the casual workers that are waiting to be paid for that period of time? Who takes the responsibility for the delay of payment? Let us be, you normally say black and white. Can you tell us black and white, who takes the responsibility?
We've done our part, and the matter is seated at the service board. Thank you.
Now, what will happen? Because
Honorable Engo, I think Mr. Rimbo has something to add on that before you proceed.
Through Madam Chair, I think Honorable Engo, you asked about what will happen if this money is not paid. It means two things: that we have to rebudget next financial year, and because we needed to rebudget, because it will not roll over. It will go to next financial year as a pending bill. And if we go to next financial year, it's not approved by service board, because Honorable Sialo is the chair of PICPAC, and he has been seeing regular engagement of casuals in the county. One way, the way to departments. Yes, the department initially engaged in casuals, initially without approval of service board. I think to this committee, there are some casuals who've been here engaged in this county since 2015. I'm aware of some that have been here since down there. We do the right thing. Honorable Baengwa, we were with you the other day in the office of the county secretary, together with the chairman of the service board and the county and the service board secretary, that is CEO. And the information they're asking, if the department can provide that, mark you, we are right now, today is 29th. I have only 30 days.
finally, what are you telling?
Honorable Oengo, let me rule on the issue. The correspondence of the payment of the casual workers to the service board back. Kindly, Waziri, I ask you to table them, even the one for the control of budget, to this house with the document that you're able to submit to this house in the afternoon.
I stand guided, Madam Chair, as to when, from the time they started engaging the service board to submit those requirements.
Madam Chair, I think my first engagement, though not formal, I've been calling them, is I started in September last financial year. Last year, when I engaged the county secretary, telling him we have a new requirement by the control of budget. And I think it affected even this house. when about the employees employed by the ward co-employees, it affected it house. So I could reported the same communication to the team. Thank you.
Written, you said
No,
verbal.
okay, there is usually the controller of budget doesn't do a letter. It just puts a comment on your request. This is required.
I mean from your office to the service board. Did you write any?
No, we didn't write.
So it's just verbal.
Yes, mine was verbal. But
What
the,
about
the county, I am aware that the county secretary did a letter.
We've been, these people, the casual workers have really called, they have been calling everybody. Why are we not being paid? Please ask for us. So we wanted them to know clearly where the position of their pay and that and how soon.
A very difficult question, Mheshimiwa. Chair, it's a very difficult question because given an opportunity out, we already have it pending with the control of budget. We're just waiting for the...
Hello, proceed, and if you have any interjection, you proceed plus your questions to the next. Honorable Ngatie.
Yes. Now, Chair, can you confirm that Honorable Kaingo was asking about the missing lunches and so forth, so that I don't repeat?
No, it was about their salaries.
Salaries,
Yes.
not about the allowances.
No. So you can proceed with the issue of allow.
Question, I'm asking about question 8. Has it been, because there is something I want to ask on the same.
No, it was proceeding to Honorable Sialo, then maybe you interject from that point.
Okay, fine.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Waziri, you've confirmed that we have casuals in our department. Some of them are even hired at the sub-county level. Do these casuals receive allowances? We have casuals, we have employees who are on contract, fixed-term contract, and the drivers. Do they receive allowances? I know they are entitled to some allowance, so I would like to know if they receive. Do you pay them? And if you pay them, which mode do you use to pay them? Are you give them cash, paying them through the bank? That is question one. Number two is, how many staff have been dismissed? And have they been replaced? How many staff have been dismissed since the inception of devolution? And have you guys replaced them? Waziri, we noted that there's a delay of remitting NSSF money for the employees and share money for the employees to actually, to NSSF, and the employees are actually suffering. And when you ask the other department, they are saying it is upon you as a department, Chair, Finance, that you submit this money. Another question is, you've said that the issue of casuals, you've really tried to pay them. But every time you submit your requisition to the control of budget, it is declined. I want to ask you, have you followed up with the Public Service Board to find the reason why it is being declined? Reremoy has clearly said something. It is because of an illegality, it is an irregular employment of casual that has brought this problem? And are you aware?
Honorable Sialo, on the issue of the payment of the casuals, I think we've ruled as the committee over that issue. So I would want us to proceed with your questions, and we don't go back to that matter.
I stand guided. These casuals eventually, after you pay them, especially those who are at the sub-county level, they do not receive their full salaries. One of the witnesses said here that they are told, ng'ombe ikiingia kwa shimo, haitoke na manyoya yote. So wanalipa 2 months ama 3, and then the other months, watu wanakula. Are you aware of that? And what are you going to do to ensure that these casuals get their rightful share?
Waziri, proceed and with your team.
Chair, you'll allow us to share the questions. I hope you don't mind. Each questions by Honorable Shallow, and I will touch on the issue of delay in remittances to NSSF and SHA. Particularly the one of concern, Madam Chair, was on SHA remittances. We had an issue with the receipt of our equitable share by the national government. It has been delaying for quite some time, since last year. The basis of remittance of the equitable share is the 6.6 billion that we are supposed to be given as account, divided by 12 months, and given to us 1 month in advance. So the national government has delayed, probably because of revenue collection challenges, and therefore we have not been able to pay on time. But Madam Chair, we have entered into an agreement with KCB that they be paying the salaries of our staff on time. Immediately the payroll is completed, we pay the salaries together with the SHA. So it would effect from the month of March, we have not had a challenge on that account. And the remittances are okay. Redmoy will respond to the issue of item number 4, declined by COB and the reasons thereof, and the long delay, whether some money has been deducted.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I want to comment on the issue of about the allowances. Honorable Sialo mentioned about the allowances of those casuals. I'm not aware of any. I haven't received any request for payment of the allowances. So unless they have their own arrangement outside there, it doesn't come to my office. I have not seen any request mentioning anything to do with the allowances of casuals. There is the issue of the salaries or the casual salaries of those casuals or those contractual staff, not receiving. It might have been true, Honorable Chair. We are not ruling out. But what we've done as a department, because initially what used to happen is we used to transfer the money directly to the sub-county administrator account. That is the sub-county AIE account. But the whole of this financial year, we realized, because we saw the loophole that people might not be receiving their money. That is number one. Number two, the issue of ghost casual workers. So we ask ourselves as a Department of Accounting, what do? We say it's easier that we pay people directly. So currently, all the payments I have in my desk, request for casuals payment, we pay to the banks, say that the money directly to Boresha. We are no longer transferring to the sub-county accountants, the sub-county administrators. office. And then after that, we give out a list of beneficiaries to the bank or the SACCO.
So, Remo, you confirm that
I'm just as an internal control measure. You've been an accountant, you know. As internal control, you say, you know, it's wrong also that because the sub-county admin might even change the money and do something else. So this financial, we say, no, we are not going to take the normal salary of even the employees here. Yeah, thank you.
Waziri, you did not answer me on the issue of NSSF remittance.
Yeah,
I understand we have about 20 million that you've not remitted to the NSSF.
Madam Chair.
For the staff, yes.
Madam Chair, about
Proceed, Remo.
the payment of statutory deductions, I think was has mentioned it. There was a switch off, as change of system from IPPD to the new system, a unified human resource. So the departments of payroll are delayed. That was one factor. Because remember the month of January, the pulled up again with the delays. But currently I want to confirm to this committee that all statutory deductions have been paid, unless those which doesn't pass through payroll or the casuals. But the one that comes to my desks, they are all paid. None is outstanding. Thank you.
Honorable Local.
Which Mr. Rimoy says they have paid up to date. Are you aware that since 2017 up to 2022, you had unpaid amount of 2.9 million that was not remitted to NSSF? And then again, after 2027, you have 3 point something million. That was a penalty for not
Honorable
remitting.
Locales, kindly correct your year. You said 2027.
2017.
Yes.
2017 up to 2022. Then there is another 3 million that is for penalty. And the accrued, from now 2022, the accrued amount is around 13 million that have not remitted. Adding the 2 plus 3, it comes to 20 million. That have you now, can you confirm to this committee that you have remitted the 20 million that you owe NSSF? Because we are privy to the letter from the manager, NSSF Cabinet branch.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I think what Honorable Locales is saying, he must have received a letter from NSSF. I want to confirm this house, from the reconciliation that we had with NSSF, and I think the latest one being we did a reconciliation in the month of March, the outstanding amount was 1.3, and it relates to, I think, around 2016 that was not paid, and we've cleared the 1.3. It is included in our pending bills list that was submitted to control of budget at the closure of the financial year. Yes, on anything, any amount that they think it's payable. I might not be able to clarify to this house, but one of the issues that the NSF has been raising is payment 22. Those deductions were never deducted, and I think it was a case that they had an issue between control of budget, Council of Governors, and NSSF themselves. But what NSSF went and did themselves, they just said, how many CCs did Baringo have at that time? Wakawekea kila mtu pesa yake, how much pesa ingetolewa na kuweka interest. Some of the issues from the NSSF is there are some years that they put a hypothetical staff that this is the list from Baringo. This is the number of staff in Baringo, and this is the amount that they ought to have paid and levy penalties together with unremitted. So it's a reconciliation issue. The last time we did reconciliation was with NSF we had a 1.3 million in March, and we've cleared that. Thank you, Madam Chair.
To add,
Waziri, proceed.
the 2.9 million is a remittance for December 2024 that was not captured by the system and to NSSF, but it was since been paid. It was paid on Wednesday. Wednesday, the day before yesterday. Or is it yes, the day before yesterday? And Honorable Shialo did ask how many staff, revenue staff, have been dismissed. From my records that I have been given, we have dismissed from the financial year 2014 to date, we have dismissed 13 members of staff. I can be able to provide that list later on, and Chair, it forms the basis of us requiring for additional revenue staff to cover those ones who have been dismissed.
Proceed, Honorable Cielo.
And if there was some cases of theft, how much have we lost as a county?
Allow me, Madam Chair, to just go through a sample of the offenses and the reasons for separation and dismissal.
Honorable Cielo, allow Waziri to proceed.
Yes, one of them, allow me not to mention their names, but this revenue clerk was based in Ainamoi. He was drunk on duty, absenteeism, misappropriation of revenue, and after disciplinary was instituted, he was exited on 11th of November 2014. Marikat another one in Marikat was absent, misappropriated also, 2015. Being drunk on duty, absenteeism, dismissed on 2015. Being drunk, dismissed and absent. Resigned after being required on a disciplinary, after being put on a breach of the BMF Act and collusion. So they absent themselves from duty, and quite a number also have misappropriated county funds.
Okay, Waziri. My question is, how much has our county lost? We lost some in Tiati, we've lost some in Cabernet. In total, how much have we lost as a county?
Chair, I not want to mislead the House because I do not have an accumulated number of the losses that we have incurred as a county, but it is something that we can be able to dig into and provide. It will not be easy, it will not be probably today or tomorrow, but it's in a subsequent report we can be able to provide.
Madam Chair, I think you can give them time so that they can provide that information. And Waziri, are these staff that were dismissed junior staff, do we have a supervisor? Do we have their manager, one of them who has been also dismissed, because it is also their responsibility to actually check on these casual staff? or your dismissal is just biased. You decide just to probably dismiss those who are juniors, but the ones who actually bear the responsibility are just left in office.
Chair, my institutional memory will not allow me to identify which one is a supervisor here, and most of them actually are clerks. So except one sub-county revenue officer, the rest are clerks. There's one sub-county revenue officer in that list of 13. And so probably there's a responsibility in response by the officers who are supervising the others.
Honorable Sialo, wind up as you
Let me
wind
wind
up
up.
with your questions.
So it
then we
means
move
that
to the next
there's
questions.
some unfairness in the dismissals, because if the only people who are dismissed are clerks, while there's somebody who probably collects money from them and purport to have deposited in their account, but in real sense they have not. So eventually, the person to be blamed is the clerk who collected the money.
Chair, I will need to dig deeper to buy into that line of thought, but according to the records that I have, it is just one sub-county revenue officer and the others are clerks.
Okay, Madam Chair, I think we really need to check on that. Thank you.
So before you look, Honorable Loka, let's proceed. And Waziri, I'm sure you've noted the documents you were saying you tabled before the committee, so note them and kindly proceed.
An interjection, a small one, maybe, so that I proceed with my question. Bwana Waziri, we have noted, only give Waziri, we have noted, you only give verbal communication to somebody to act. Have you written action? We are aware of some staff who have exited in some places, but they don't have substantive communication. A letter to direct that so and so should act on should be on an acting capacity.
Yeah, that would be a procedural lapse. Accounting and cash are accountable documents, but somebody in charge and somebody taking a responsibility should get a written instruction.
Yes.
So if there's such a situation, we agree it's a procedural lapse which you should be able to sort.
For the case of Tiati, Mr. Losute was dismissed. And of course, according to the information he gave us when he visited Tiati, he said he was dismissed without a letter. So he is dismissed without formal communication. We are aware that somebody is acting on his capacity, which we don't have problem with anybody being given to act. But the person also acting was told by verbal communication to act. So is it the work of the chief officer, or is this your work to do?
The respective departments. So it is the respective jurisdiction of the chief officer's work is done as per the law.
So somebody has failed in his job that you have delegated.
On that particular issue,
yes.
if it is indeed true that somebody was dismissed without a letter,
yes.
which I really doubt, because the payroll would not be stopped on the basis of a verbal instruction, I would not say further than that.
Okay, thank you. Madam, let me proceed.
Before you proceed, can you allow Honorable Wate to finish? You're the last one.
There are no allowances especially to enforcement officers when they are on duty outside their station, especially when we have maybe functions in Lamaravin or Tiati, these national functions, they are usually deployed to those areas. Do you usually have something, maybe they are senior? How do you take care of their allowances?
But for casual workers,
What about the enforcement officers?
enforcement officers
Permanent.
are permanent. They are there.
Thank you.
I have allowances that I've been paying allowances for enforcement officers. Even whenever they go for revenue drive.
Of maybe about, there was another one in Tiati, and they would for just for their allowances.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I want to assist this committee and to mention to this committee that Kipkule for public functions because it's the
But the
but-
bottom line of the story is you are the
team, the devolution
The allowances are
signed one.
last one.
Yes.
Trust.
Yes.
You are sure about love
Yes.
trust? It is, there is no pending.
I have
payment.
one pending bill of 2.5. That I'm going to clear today from today's funding.
Thank you for saying, because I was
From
going for
today's
that.
funding.
Oh.
There's 2 point results. The only challenge is our system.
and please members
Honorable Wate was asking this, and we were told to go this and provide burials, told us enforcers to go and provide some security, and they were entitled for some allowances and so on been paid. And that's why we are saying us so that we can read. Thank you, Madam Chair.
proceed, Honorable Locales.
Thank you. 90% of our disciplinary cases at Chirac are officers from the department, his own department. And could this committee be wrong if we say that you must take responsibility as a CEC in charge for having not provided leadership? We are aware that around 90% of your staff are under disciplinary or their cases have been heard by Chirac. Previous government 2017, and they have been all over languishing, looking for redeployment to help you. Yet there are some 17 people who are formally recruited. They were given letters of permanent and pensionable job. We have their letters, official letters signed by the board, and we also met some at Chemolingot and even some at Kabaretia. They came to this committee, and if you are following on Tuesday, some of them were here, giving witness and showing their letters. What have you done about that? Thank you.
Particularly on the matter of some 17 P&P revenue staff that were allegedly employed. I am not in the picture. I will need to go and I'll need to dig.
Are you a visitor in this county? Maybe
nobody
can help you.
Nobody has brought them into my attention, and but even then, is that my role really? But okay, let's say agree.
The deployment part is your role, because after somebody getting a permanent, because it is written, their letters are written to be deployed.
Allow me not to respond on that one. I will need to find out further information.
Are you running away? Are you running away from this issue?
I can see Mr. Rimoy want to take
the
responsibility.
The guys with the institutional memory card.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Honorable Rocales, I'm going to answer. There was some stuff that were recruited in the Kiplish regime came, they stopped. So their letters were recalled and by the CS then. So when the letters are recalled, what do you recall? Who will you deploy? So it's been like that.
Is there a letter to that effect of recalling by CES to recall those 17 workers?
I can confirm, but the right person to.
So that's rumors. You are telling this committee rumors.
It is also, unless also you Honorable Locales, you have the.
No, because we are working on factual information. I have told you, even given you their names. They came to this committee. We met.
They have the letters. What has prevented? I think, Madam Chair, that issue has to be handled, probably handled by the CS, not the Department of Treasury, because any employment.
So there were no letter to recall those letters. Just confirm there were no letter. If there was letter, you said there was a letter. If there was no letter, you said there was no letter. Because this issue we will be escalating.
County Secretary, because they are the one who recalled, who said the staff are not to report. So they are the one to know. The communication between, because for us, if the staff didn't report and we ask them where is this staff, and they know that their letters have been recalled. So
the letter must be presented to the person who was recalled. These people have the original copies.
Yes.
To mean there was no letter telling them to bring back the appointment letters.
Recruitment,
These things on
Bond.
there was one that since nonetheless, I will allow a member of Chirac.
Okay, thank you, Madam. Over 90%.
to be the department where 90% of disciplinary cases are from us. But from this meeting, we have taken a challenge. We'll go a step forward to talk to our staff We have internal clinics. We take ourselves out. We have mental challenges in the department, so that because treasury is a place where there's money. Wherever there's money, there must be accountability.
Yeah.
Even a shilling. If you can't balance a shilling, you have a problem. And if you steal a shilling, it's just like the person who has stolen 100,000. You have to account for the cash that you've received. So we've taken it as a department. We do not want to be the lead in disciplinary matters going forward. And I want to assure this committee that in the next subsequent meetings, you will not find us being number one. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. I think we have noted that. Thank you.
Honorable Sharon.
Thank you so much, Chair.
Proceed.
And before I proceed with my two questions, I want to state to you, Mr. Cheserek, that one of your role is to overseeing management of departmental resources, preparation of budget, estimate and annual work plans and programs. Is that correct?
Yes.
On this overseeing of management of departmental resources, and now that we've been made to understand that we have casuals in different departments, is that the case?
Yes.
And since you came, and before the control of budget brought up this issue that we need to make our casual workers recruitment and everything to be legally okay as per the law of Kenya,
Yes.
what have you done? What have you been doing? Knowing that these people, they've been working as casual workers. We have some who have worked for over 15 years. I don't know if you are aware of some. Are you aware of some who have worked for over 15 years?
No.
Your work, remember your work is what again? This one that I've stated?
I am the county accounting officer.
Yes, and one of the work is to oversee how these different departments uses their resources, right?
Yes.
And you are aware that these departments, they've been paying, they have their casual workers who are paid using the public funds,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And you know, and I put it to you that we have casual workers who have worked over 15 years in this county. Because you seem not to have institutional memory, we have casual workers who have worked over the years in Baringo County. Are we together?
We're together.
We are together.
Yes.
Now, you being the person who oversees this money, and knowing according to the law who a casual worker is. A casual worker is somebody who works on a daily wage, somebody who comes, work today, and they are paid their money on that day. But these people that we've been having, that we call them casual workers, are people who are working and they are paid monthly salary. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Cheserek, do you understand that you are operating in a very dangerous ground as a county, having people that we call casual workers, but in the real sense, these people are, according to the law, employees of this county? Do you understand that?
They are casual employees, casual contract employees of the county, yes.
CCM, there's nothing like casual contract employees.
They are employees.
They are employees. Do you understand?
On contract terms.
Yes?
Employees on contract terms.
Do they have contracts?
They can't be paid without contracts.
So let me inform you, and remember, your work is to oversee the management of departmental resources. There are so many, with no contracts. Don't you think that that is an area that there was a little mistake that was done in your department?
Chair, allow me to respond to Honorable Sharon.
Please do.
Honorable Sharon, allow Waziri to.
Yes, I'm okay.
I am the county accounting officer.
Yes.
And I do not run other departments. They are capable officers who run those accounting officers. My role as a department is a service. We are a service department. We handle the service needs of all the departments. And that is why as a county, we work as one.
So,
I have not finished. Allow me
okay,
to finish my
okay.
question.
But I'm seeing you're digressing from the question.
I have not. You are
Okay,
the one who is impatient.
Honorable Sharon, let's allow him to finish and then you can.
And that is why, Madam Chair, we were very deliberate in seeking for budget approvals in key departments like agriculture, where we employed quite a number of staff and therefore getting rid of the need for a casual in the Department of Health. Right now, we do not have. In the Department of Agriculture, in the Department of Health, quite a number of employees. Madam Chair, I'm being harassed by
Honorable Sharon, kindly put off your mic and allow Waziri to finish.
in the Department of Roads, we have done recruitments. In water, we have done the same. All these were done to ensure we sort out this issue of casuals. We've not arrived yet, but we've done our part. And my role as the county accounting officer is to support the departments in terms of provisions of budget. In Treasury, we did provide a budget for enforcement officers and revenue officers this financial year. From 30th June up to now, they have not been employed. And one of the primary reason why we are doing that is to ensure that this casuals issue is taken care of. We might not take care of it 100%, but at least in terms around 90%.
Honorable Sharon, proceed.
Thank you, CCM. I've heard your answers, but I'm still, I want that matter to be clarified still. You've said now that in June, we did an advert for employing new enforcement officers and revenue collection clerks. My question to you is that knowing that we have casual workers, these people that have worked for so many years, case study is someone from your backyard called Steve from Kabartonjo. He's an enforcement. You know him?
Chemutwa.
Exactly.
I know him.
He's a casual worker for VA.
Allow him to be on record.
Relying on the verbal information that he has given me, because I've met him in Kabartonjo Market, he is an enforcement officer there. He told me he's been there from 2017.
Yes, that is the case. Are you aware that he was subjected, this person that we call a casual worker, who has worked for so many years, he was subjected, he was told to go and run so that he can be recruited. This is somebody who has gone through training, he has been paid salaries. Is that proper for the board to subject these casual workers who have worked for so many years into that process, and they're already working and they're considered employees? Do you think it was fair?
In terms of giving priority at the time of recruitment, it would be immoral to bring on board,
Yes.
somebody afresh,
Yes.
and you leave those ones who have been there from 2017.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that answer.
Now, allow me.
Yes.
Allow me to particularly if they do qualify.
But they are working.
Yes,
They are collecting money already.
Yes,
Are they
yes.
qualified or not?
they are.
They are. My question now is to, I'm not going back to it. I want to do other line of questions. CCM, are you aware of the FIF bill that we passed in this assembly a few months ago?
Yes.
Why is it, has it been implemented yet?
Chair, as a county accounting officer,
Yes.
I did set up an operationalization, a team to operationalize that act.
Bill, act,
Yes.
sorry.
FIF bill.
Yes,
Act,
the
actually.
FIF bill. And the team is led by the two chief officers in the Department of Health, the chief officers in the Department of Treasury, the accountant and the receiver of revenue in the Department of Health, plus the medical superintendent.
Yes.
And their brief was very, very clear. It was to ensure that this act is operationalized within the shortest time possible. You realize the structure of
Waziri, let me just make it, I want us to make it short and clear. Is the FIF bill working? So that you tell us maybe it's not working and what are the reasons, so that we move very fast. Because if you give a lot of stories about them, at least you've given us who are in charge. So proceed directly so that we wind up.
it is working. I set up a team to operationalize it, and I'm being advised by my technical team that it's working.
CCM, you know you are under oath.
Yes.
Is the FIF bill working?
Honorable Sharon, I can see Redimo is advising Waziri that it's operational. So I think it's prudent enough because it's him and it's with the Waziri. Why are you advising Waziri over the FIF bill to be working, and Honorable Sharon is having a leading questions? Please go direct so that they get to know that you have facts other than us going round over the issue and you know what we want.
Okay, let me just give you facts. Over the last week, we've been to Eldama Ravine Sub-County Hospital, we've been to Chemalingot Sub-County Hospital, we've been to Marigat Sub-County Hospital, we've been to BCRH. And we've met all the medical soup. Yes? So the...
Switch off your mic, Redimo. It's
Mr. Rerimoy, the information that we have is that the FIF bill is not working at the moment. And the reason why it's not working, there is a frustration from the Treasury department, and the reason why it's not working. Why are you frustrating this process?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, allow me to give a brief history. FIF bill started in the year 2021 by the former regime. They wanted to make sure that the hospitals can access.
Honorable Sharon has an information.
I'm giving, I know.
No. I want us to talk about the FIF bill.
Yes.
David, even me myself, I was in the fact-finding team. The only hospital that they say the FIF bill is somehow working is Mogote. Let's just be honest and brief. It's okay. Mogote Sub-County Hospital. What is wrong that PCRH, Marigat, and Eldama Ravine, the FIF bill is not working? Just give us the documentation part, because I've okay.
Guided, Madam Chair. I want to confirm this house, the FIF bill is working.
Our
problem is Madam Honorable Sharon.
Allow
please,
Honorable Sharon
allow me to explain to you. The problem why Cabernet,
and
Maravin,
Rimoy, you address through the chair.
oh, sorry, guided Madam Chair. The reason why Cabernet and Cabaret, Eldamaravin, Cabartonjo, Marigat, and Chalingot don't have their keys is one thing, only one. And the problem, I think it should be lie squarely on the responsibility. It should be, yes, Treasury together with this House. The Budget Committee, they know that the hospitals is collecting their money, they need to spend. The hospitals have collected their money. Even right now, I think I have around...
Rimoy, let me give a fact, like PCRH. The MedSub said, PCRH and Marigat, they've made a requisition so that you get to clear their money from the AIE holder or something, to get money. For the last, from March up to now, or 3 months or 4, they've not received that funds. Waziri, what is wrong? Because I can see the Rimoy want to take us to a procedure which we would not like to go that direction.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The issue is the budget is the budget has been under budgeting in the
Rimoy,
yes.
you know, there's nothing as bad as taking us round in circles when you know for sure that these people, especially in Marigat, they did a budget of how much? The last, in the month of March?
I think that the total budget is around 76. Because Ngetich has been handling, let him answer.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. I think I can answer.
And Ngetich, I want it to be clear because I'm supporting Honorable Sharon.
Okay, let me answer that question.
Let me just be clear because I know the money has been paid by SHA. You've received the funding from SHA. And it's in our accounts.
Yes.
What is it so difficult for this hospital to receive their funds?
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. I think the Rimoy has said the problem is the ceiling of the FIF which was allocated in the budget. So they are actually at the ceiling. By the month of March, they had reached their ceiling. So in the current supplementary budget, we have increased around 63 million. So when the budget which was recently approved, once it is uploaded in the ledgers, then they will be able to access and the Rimoy will be able to pay. That's the problem, the ceiling. So I think the projection was underestimated.
What was the FIF meant to do is to cure this kind of delays that the reason why we don't usually have medicine in our hospital is because of the long process of approvals that we've been going through. And the reason, we went to Mogotio. Mogotio, from the information that we found there, is that they're able to operate, they have their medicine, they have all that they require. But now when you come to these other hospitals, they have to go through you. Why are you frustrating the implementation of FIF bill that was passed in 2024 and the implementation period was actually 30 days from the day of when it was assented into law?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I think teachers have answered. The problem was the ceiling that was given by the budget team. Mogotio, the reason why Mogotio was a bit comfortable when you visited was we gave out, their AIE came late. So they had an AIE, active AIE, when I think they were the last one to spend the budget that was there. I want to put to this committee, the chair, Madam Chair, is that I'm the person who actually operationalized FIF even before this House passed it because of the need. I took that responsibility. We discussed with the budget controller, and so the problem that we've been having, and maybe this committee can take, is the budget committee to make sure that the allocation or the ceiling for the hospitals, for the sub-county hospitals we have, is enough. Because it's not the first year that we've been running. We opened, for example, the financial year with around 33 million as spending bill. Because
yes. Help me understand, because you may make me understand.
Honorable Sharon, I can see Honorable Ngotie online. I don't know if your points are in line with what we are discussing.
Honorable Sharon has used the word educate me, help me to understand. I wanted also to be educated on this FIF. I thought FIF is money collected by that facility to be used entirely by that facility. Do they need to go through a budget committee or budgeting that will use this much? And if they collect more, they cannot use more. That is what I want to understand. What is FIF? I thought it was the collection of that facility. They get that cash so that it is flawless.
Yeah, Madam Chair. FIF is Facility Improvement Fund. The hospitals are supposed to spend what they collect. All public funds must be budgeted for. We have to budget in 2024 to give us the authority to not to take it through requisition, but it has to go through IFMIS. So if it has to go through IFMIS, I have to have a line that the hospitals are supposed to collect 180 million. If they collect more than that, Madam Chair, if they have to collect more than that, it has to be the budget has to be enhanced as both revenue and expenditure. What has happened right now, Madam Chair, is if we look at our budget, the income is more than the expenditure. Meaning this time they had to enhance the expenditure by 63 million to match the revenue. So that is why yes, we have the money, Madam Sharon. In their specific account, we have not even mixed the money in our CRF. It has a FIF fund account, fund. Thank you.
Try to. So, do you still have a role? Do they have to still seek your approvals, the long back and forth again? And like Mogotio, from how I was made to understand, is that when they get their money, they budget for it, they get their drugs. They don't have to go through the process. Please help me understand that.
Chair, Madam Chair, the only area they will not be able to go through is the controller budget.
So it's still a long process?
No, they will not go to the controller budget. But in terms of budgeting for the same, if they under budget their revenue at the hospital, if they say their revenue from La Maravin Hospital is 5 million and they get 15 million, in that financial year, they will only use 5. Unless they do a supplementary budget, which should recognize any amount over and above the initial budget. And so that is where the challenge really is.
Oh, so you're saying, my conclusion is that the reason why we are not implementing the FIF since it was passed is because we've already exhausted what we had budgeted for. All these hospitals.
Yes, and it was, and as indicated by the Chief Officer in charge of Economic Planning and Budgeting, in the supplementary that has just been done, the correct revenue for these hospitals have been done. And so in terms of expenditure, the hospitals should now be able to spend. They do not need to go to control a budget.
Okay, my last question is that now that they have to go through, the only place they're not going through is the control of budget.
Yes.
Would I expect from you that you make this process very short? When they come to you and they want anything, can it be done in less than a week, for example, when they want medicine?
Agreed, Madam Chair, and that is why I personally set up an operationalization team so that they put in all the procedures and we have a uniform way of doing it across all the sub-county hospitals. So and we have an understanding so that we don't appear like Preremoi is frustrating.
Exactly.
Yes.
Do you think it's proper for you to put up a directive on that in black and white? Let's say this is a timeline when they do a requisition. This is the timeline that we'd expect them to
Yeah, in
operate.
terms of transparency, it
Yes.
is important to do it.
Okay,
And,
so we
I
are.
will be able to do it.
You'll be able to do it.
Yes.
I think I'm done with part of all my questions, Chair.
Oh, thank you, Honorable Sharon. We proceed directly to Honorable Raengwa. And kindly members, let's wind up so that we are able to deal with our next witness.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I just want to know or to ask them maybe one question. Waziri, when was advertisement for agricultural officers done? Was it 2023 or 24?
Madam Chair, I said earlier I am a 62-year pensioner, and you will excuse my...
But you have your colleagues who are
When you're 62 pensioner, what are we supposed to exempt you from so
will-
that we are guided?
I rely on my team to assist. me.
Noted, Waziri. Proceed, Honorable Raengwa.
Yeah, I want you, Waziri, to make me understand, before an advertisement is placed, what shall we consider first? What should we have first?
Madam Chair, what happens before an advertisement is done, there must be a budget line.
Correct.
And the budget line confirmation is done by Treasury.
Correct.
We have to sign off from Treasury that there is a budget line which will be able to employ this number of officers.
And there is an intent from the department.
That is what I'm calling an intent.
Correct.
Confirmation.
Now, Waziri, make me also remember, maybe Rermoy and Ngetich.
Honorable Raengwa, we've allowed
Yes, I'm moving away
Rermoy to
from...
continue helping him because now he has excused himself. They would remind him.
I'm moving away from Waziri. What number of agricultural officers were advertised?
I think, Madam Chair, it was 123.
Correct. That is also what I can remember. How many then were employed altogether?
I don't know the number that were employed. I'm not sure.
You are not sure? Was
Agricultural team are coming, they should be able to confirm, but they are more than 123.
there are more than 123. As a CEC member in charge of Treasury, is there any violation of accounts that a number like 123 was advertised and the additional employees in the same?
In terms of, I said earlier, we do give an intent. And an intent is to confirm that the budget is available for 123.
Yes.
What happened at the end of the day is that the department justifies with retirements, separations, and to fill in, subject to the approval by the Public Service Board, and so that is what we are told happened.
Honorable Kakimon?
Waziri,
Or we allow Honorable
in
Raengwa
fact,
to finish so that he doesn't...
As he continues, where I was wondering, Madam Chair, is that the advertisement goes with the budget line. And the 123 were advertised according to the budget line of those vacancies. Now, where did the other money come from of the employees that are above the 123?
Madam Chair,
Proceed, Waziri.
Madam Chair, allow the department to come and respond directly. But in terms of the budget, and the board were very clear that there were additional replacements in that department. People who retired. When a senior director of agriculture retires, the salary scale is very high. And that they can be
Waziri,
able-
you're still going to defend that, and I want to allow Honorable Yango to finish his...
I want the Waziri.
Yes.
I believe, and this one, I wanted you to have stopped on, we engage them. But ultimately also, you are in charge of treasury. And you will also answer this committee where you got the extra funds to recruit the extra ones who are not advertised. And this is also a breach of law. You can't advertise 123, and even the same 123, the included are retirees. Replacements are also there. Wazir, I want you to have stopped there so that you don't engage yourself in muddy waters.
Allow me to stop there. Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Yango, kindly finish, and if you are done...
Maybe, Chair, the dilemma we are in casuals, because everything will stop, the heartbeat of operation in any organization is finance, and we are the head of finance in this county. What can you tell, what can you tell, or what advice can you give to this committee in these issues of casuals and contractual staff?
Madam Chair,
Proceed, Waziri.
I would tell the committee to come up with a very, very clear and specific recommendations that we do not proceed with additional engagement of casuals and contract staff for a specified period of time until we come to the bottom of this issue. Thank you.
I'm done, Chair.
Honorable members and our the team from the CEC Treasury, we are done with today's session. I request the Sergeant at Arms to escort the team.
And your team for being fair and for the very hard-hitting questions, particularly from Sharon. We appreciate you are serving the people of Baringo. It's responsibility and response. Thank you.
And the pensioners, now that you said you're the 62 pensioner and your team, you're welcome for our lunch.
Thank you. Thank you.
Members, you're going to come back at 3:10.